And welcome to episode 2 of Multimeteor's exploits in Daisy's Chernogorsk. I am Multimeteor and welcome to the second episode. In the last episode I showed you something which many people would probably think were pretty trivial, but to me it was kind of a fortunate series of finds. Usually I'm just being chased around by zombies when I spawn into Daisy, and I just thought it was nice of the game when I was finally recording that it gave me a lot of stuff for zombie killings just right off the bat. Okay, so yeah, the fierce grunt that you're hearing is of course walkers or zombies or infected or whatever you choose to call them. I will call them zombies. Okay. Alright, in this episode the serendipitous finds just continues, and as you'll see I will be crawling a lot because I'm a bit of a coward. Actually, I've just learned that if you don't want to get fucked up by zombies, or if you don't want to engage in battle right away, then it's just best to stay flat on your stomach and just push forward in this manner. Something's going on with my speaker. So yeah, very exciting gameplay footage, as you'll see. This is a tutorial of how to crawl through the wastelands of Chernogorsk. Trying to remember what's going on. I think I get spotted by a zombie, and one of the easiest way to lose a zombie in the city is to cut corners to make them lose sight of you right away, and then you have a fair chance of getting away, which I think is a nice touch. Even for a glitchy mod like this, it actually works fairly decently. I like the fact that you can't get away from zombies too easily, but it is doable. So the AI is somewhere between god-awful 80s AI, where as soon as you're spotted, the whole world knows where you are, and a fairly modern stealth-based AI. I like that. Like that a lot. What I don't like are unenterable buildings, and there are so many of them in this game. There's no logic to it either. There's like this, I don't know what it's called in English, but this kind of you can see it's obviously an entryway, and it's there's so much detail in it because you have these sides protruding. God damn it, zombie! I'm talking here. Okay, you'll see why the axe is my weapon of choice. When it works, it really works. And again, this was the second time I engaged with a zombie in this little session. You'll see I didn't bleed. Of course, it only hit me once, but I think yeah. I didn't prove my point, but almost. Okay. So one thing that is really intense about spawning inside of a city like Chernogorsk or Electro, or I'm not entirely familiar with all the maps, but when you this is silly as well. For some reason I pushed the scroll button on my mouse, and it just... See, that's another thing. I get away from the zombie, and then he sees me again. I let him see me again. He's just so noobish. And by sheer accident, switched to my Makarov, which is pretty fucking dumb. But it worked out. I used a lot of max or ammo, and had to bandage myself. Oh yeah. I think I also had to use painkillers. I'm shaking like you wouldn't believe. I think I'm switching to my hatchet pretty soon. But you you see, it's really wobbly. I like that effect. It's like it's almost like I like the screen effects that you don't have to use the HUD to tell somebody that they're traumatized or that they're visually shaken by the situation they've been in. You just use the visual impression that you get by shaking screen, or in some cases the the color starts to fade from the screen and so on. I really like that because that is closer to a realistic portrayal of what a trauma feels like. But not that I'm an expert or anything, but you certainly don't have a HUD telling you you're traumatized or you're bleeding or something like that. Okay, so in here I do find a few things which really helps out. Nothing really significant, but I could have picked up a crowbar, but this is not Half-Life. Even though it would have been awesome. Gordon Freeman and Daisy. Man, I would have loved to have that gravity gun in DC. Just pick up zombies and shoot them into the sky. Okay. So yeah, I'm kind of fortunate in the sense that I just pick up a lot of ammo, but I only have the Makarov, which is not really an amazing gun by any stretch, but it's decent. It's good to have both a melee weapon and a firearms this early in the game, or in from one spawn. But yeah. Okay. Let's see. I'm really trying to think about what comes after this. Doesn't matter. Let's just observe. Let's just observe this intense action, this fierce gameplay, this absolutely intriguing bit of gameplay footage. I don't know if you can you cook meat in these burning barrels? I have no idea. These are the kind of things that take up my that I prioritize when I'm thinking. It's like, can you cook meat in burning barrels? Okay, so I find this back entrance. This is not really a hidden area because there are several other entrances, but I'm coming close to a halt here, and I will continue in the next episode. I don't find too many things. Well, I do find a second Makarov, which I think that I will pick up if I get to play with one of my friends soon. It's nice for them to have a gun just right off the bat when we meet up. So, but yeah, this has been the second episode of my Daisy adventures, and I hope you tune in for episode 3. Laters.